Hello, everyone, and welcome to episode 98 of Legacy Gaming with Atari Man 71. Before I begin, I'd like to remind everyone to play the games you have. It's great to grow your collection, but remember to play the games you already have. I'm doing these streams and recordings because I have an extensive collections that I really hadn't touched in almost 15 years. Try not to collect games like they're trading cards, which is what I was doing. They're made to be played, and I think that you should. I'm playing mine, and I'm really having a great time. I just want to add that if you enjoy retro gaming, or legacy gaming as I'm calling these games, and videos like this, please like, subscribe, and follow me on Twitch, Twitter, and YouTube. I'm active on all three platforms under the name Atari Man 71. On this episode today, I'm going to be playing three games which were published by Spectravision, and the game titles are Tapeworm, China Syndrome, and The Challenge of Nexar. Yeah, I've written this all out, just so that I don't stumble over myself and put a lot of ums out there. I tend to do quite a bit. So the first game I have on my list, and it might mess up because of the green screen. Yeah, you can kind of see through it. Is the game Tapeworm. So I will put that in my Atari. Turn on my video capture card. Let's see. And I will turn on the game. Okay, I'll call up my information for Tapeworm. I hope you don't mind the noise that it takes off constantly. Actually, I kind of do. I'll see if the nope. Color black and white doesn't turn it off. So I'm gonna mute the sound just for a second here. It's a little obnoxious, I guess. Okay. So I'm going to call up my information again. So Tapeworm is cartridge SIA-204. It was released in 1982, and it uses the joystick. And as usual, I have my Wiko command controller right here by my side. And like I said on all the Spectravision games that I played on the last episode, I really wasn't aware. Okay, I will see you later. Thanks for stopping by, Mockingjay. I bought this game 20 years ago and I really didn't play it then. And the game is really simple, but it tends to be a little challenging. I won't say it's the best or the worst. You can be the judge of that, but I will say it's not my favorite game to play. So in the game, you move your tapeworm around a bean patch eating beans. Each time you eat a bean, you grow longer, and the bean count goes down by 1. The beans appear randomly in the patch, and you must eat them before the beetle at the bottom of the screen moves from the left side to the right side to get to the fruit. If the beetle reaches the fruit before you've eaten the bean, you gain 2 additional beans on the screen, and 2 beans are added to your bean count that you need to eat before there is a piece of fruit that is shown on the top or the bottom of the screen on the bean patch. You need to reach that piece of fruit before the beetle gets to the piece of fruit at the bottom of the screen. Otherwise, it adds 2 more beans, which you need to collect before the piece of fruit returns. In addition to that, there are enemies in the game, and it's a bird and a spider, and they come after you in the bean patch. And in the later levels, there's an obstacle that'll appear, just basically a wall like in Berserk. So if you touch that center wall or any of the outside walls, you lose a life. If you make your tapeworm double back on itself and touch itself, you lose a life. If the spider or the bird touch your head, you also lose a life. So there's a lot of ways to lose your life in this game. And the point ranges vary, based on, what level you're on. But your maximum score in this game is 9,995 points. So you see it's not a very high scoring game. Game 1 is the easy game, and in the A difficulty, you have a diet bean. In the B difficulty, you have a high calorie bean. So I don't know if that means you add more segments to your worm. We will see if that is the case. I'll switch that and we'll play with that. So VGR did not rate this game. I assume it's because he did not have it. Um, so you'll be the judge of it. I think maybe it's a worth playing. The graphics are decent. They're not good by any means, but um, they're reasonable, I guess, is the best way to put it. Maybe decent, but really reasonable. Okay, so I'm going to unmute the sound again. So, fair warning. Okay, so I'm just going to... I think you just push the button and the game actually starts. Nope, hit reset. I'm just going to hit reset and start playing. Nope. See the counter and the blue letters on the bottom? There, I hit the outside wall. I didn't turn early enough. Don't know if I'm going to meet this one. See, oh, there I doubled back on myself. Nope. Just watching the beetle too much. I pulled back, and pulling back doesn't do anything. Give me a chance to warm up, get used to the game. That was lucky. That spider is killing me. So now there's a piece of fruit right there. So that's level 1. Level 2 puts the obstacle in. Oh, come on. No, I'm not probably going to get to this one in time. Try again. The real key is identifying where they are and knowing when to hit the button. You want to do it in as few... Oh. hate these ones that are along the wall. And that's all it's given me lately. This thing couldn't be any harder if it wanted to. Ah! I did that one to myself because I was right there, and I chose when I was going to cut to turn up into the... That was the last one. I was so desperate to get it. Try again. Come on. See how long this tapeworm is getting? Okay. Oh, I pushed up. I don't know. To this orange. It's the first time I beat the orange. Now is it great? So when you hit the button, you turn the light on. When you get a bean, it turns the light on. I knew it was along the top. Ooh, that was close. Wait. No, I knew it was going to bounce back down. Anyway, I don't think I'm going to play much more of Tapeworm. That's pretty much the best I've ever played it. So that's the game. Oh no, I will play it with the high protein. So let's reset one time. Oh, that's the fast speed. Let me hit reset here. Yeah, it seems like the tapeworm is actually growing significantly longer, significantly quicker. Whew, it's a long tapeworm. Gotta hit the left. I'm tempted to see how long I can get it to be. Okay, so this time I'm just going to avoid. And he can put 8 of them on a screen at a time. So we got 4. Now we got 6. I turned. All right, one more try, and then we'll call it it. Ah. Come on. It's like the computer knows what I'm trying to do. Okay, well that's tapeworm. Obviously I need a little more practice to make a super long tapeworm here. So the next game I have on my list to play is China Syndrome. I'll put that game in and turn it on. Okay, I'll call up my information here. So China Syndrome is cartridge SA-205. It was released in 1982 and it also uses a joystick controller. I think it's going to go to a blank screen eventually here. So I did not know about China Syndrome when I was young, and this game kind of reminds me of the game Reactor. Not so much in the gameplay, but just the fact that if you fail, it results in a meltdown. This is a recent purchase for me, so I haven't had a lot of time to play it. I will tell you I'm not that good at this game, and I do find it kind of frustrating. It's kind of like playing 3 games at the same time, and the controller is a little wonky on it. So in the game, the reactor provides powers for a bunch of residents on Spectra Island. And normally there's no problem, but there's been an earthquake, and you need to use a robot arm to collect the radioactive particles. And before the radiation builds too much and you have a meltdown. So there's 3 sections of the screen. There is the top, which is red, the middle that's blue, and the bottom that's yellow. Start with 1 particle in each area, and you move the robot arm to intercept the particles by pushing the fire button. You grasp them when they get to the robot arm. While you're pushing the button, though, you cannot move the robot arm. So if you delay too long, however, the particle will split as it bounces around, causing radiation level to build. If the radiation is too much, you lose a robot arm. In the later levels, you must avoid hitting the circulating fans, which I've not even gotten there. I've not even gotten off the first level of this game. The game ends when you clear level 9 and save the day, or you lose the last robot arm and the reactor enters. And when it enters the meltdown sequence, you can't restart the game with the reset button until it's played through. They say, well, you can turn the game off and turn it back on. Okay, fine. Game 1 is practice, and Game 4 is the children's game. The right difficulty switch gives you 5 robot arms, so I'm going to put that in A, back into A. And the left difficulty switch In A, you move faster than in the B difficulty switch. BGR ratings for this game, the graphics are rated 3 for decent, and the playability was 4 for fun. So those, I guess, are the cooling fans, which you see there. I'm going to take the game off of pause. See, that's the meltdown. So we're going to play game 4, which is the children's game. I believe it's the children's game. I'm going to refer back to my instructions just to be certain. Oh, there's so much stuff in here. I just breezed over it. Game 4 is the children's game. Okay, so I'm going to play game 4, which is the children's game. I'm going to do a pop-out to window projector. And we'll see how I do. Mind you, this is the friggin' children's game, and it's... I'm just not quick enough. And my problem is, I go to grab it, and I got the yellows. So you need to clear all the particles. I mean, it's like playing three games because as soon as you get two of them, it splits and then they're everywhere. Get past these levels. See, because once I get two of them gone, see, it splits. And it splits, and you spend time, waste time trying to get one under control, and the other two are just getting out of control. I mean, I was close there. I was close. The other thing is, when you're like this, half in blue and half in red, you can't grab anything. So this is the meltdown sequence, which you cannot avoid. You can't hit reset. You can't do anything. I'll play it one time, but after that, it's real frustrating. You can go get a drink. It's going to be a while. Why someone would put something like this in the game and expect it to be popular. I mean, I guess somebody was like real proud of themselves that they created this little sequence. Oh. And then it needs to give you an all clear before you can reset the game. It's not all clear yet. That sequence took about as long as playing the game. I mean, that's ridiculous. And you just push the button. Yeah, I'm done. And this is the children's level. I'm not going to get the blue because I think it's based on the number of bounces it does until it splits. Come on. So now if I can get two of them going horizontal, so that one is. Come on, I was right there. That yellow is going to get out of control. Can't win. If I could have got that red there. All right, now the blue is going horizontal too, which means the yellow is about to split. I think I got this, folks. Nope. I almost had it. Come on. What? Yeah, I cleared the level. That's a first. So now you see the fan. Yeah, so you die if you touch the fan. Man, I'm so happy. This is the first time I've ever cleared this level. think that's all I'm going to play it too, because this is the first time I cleared it. We'll let this thing melt down. I'm just happy that I got up, to level 2 at least. It's the first time I've done that, so like I said, I've just recently picked this game up, so I think it's more frustrating than addictive. And I think the frustration comes down from this part of the game. Okay, so I'm going to play game 3, which starts you out at level 5. So this is going to be a harder game altogether. Catch one particle in this one. We'll see how fast they're moving. Oh, I got one. Would I catch 2 particles? 3 now. Pushing the button just to try to grab them in that red. I totally ignored it. Oh, great. This level is pretty difficult, but in some ways it's a little easier because there's so many of them so quick. So this guy's gonna keep splitting. Okay, so that's China syndrome for you. I'm not gonna go through another meltdown here, but that's that game. And then the final game I have to play for today is the Challenge of Nexar. I'll put that in my Atari. Turn it on. And this, I believe, has a pause. Yeah, so we're paused there. So I'll call up my information. The Challenge of Nexar. Challenge of Nexar is cartridge SA-206. It was released in 1982, and it also uses the joystick controller. And I did not play this game as a child, nor did I know anyone that had it. And this is another game I bought 20 years ago and never really played. And I actually regret that because this game is actually halfway decent. It's a little different than a lot of other space shooters. I almost liken this to a Beam Rider type game. It's somewhat similar. The gameplay is not the same because they add a second dimension. You can move up and down, versus Beam Rider you can only move left and right. But you can get hit by debris. There's things you need to take out and things you don't. and it's actually kind of fun, and it actually is kind of addictive. And part of it is because I played this after I played China Syndrome, and it's like you can, after you die, you can immediately push the button and start playing again. So I tend to enjoy that. So in the game, you're trying to become what's called a Spectra Warrior, and to do this, you have to fly through levels of warp zones. So this is a warp zone that you're seeing here, and you need to destroy the radioactive beacons, which look just like 2 boxes or something like that. The higher the level, the more you need to destroy. The beacons are guarded by impact exploding saucers that look like TIE fighters, and you need to shoot these things, but then you also need to avoid their debris because their debris can take you down just as easily as they can. You have 99 seconds to destroy the number of beacons indicated in the lower right corner of the screen. The lower left corner is the number of ships you have left. To finish the game, you need to complete 99 levels, and I've never done that, but I've completed several levels. There are 3 levels in this game. There's practiced, advanced practice, and then the challenge of Nexar. And the difficulty switch in the A position gives you 5 shields. In the B position gives you 3 shields or lives. The right difficulty switch does not appear to have any effect on the game, and the color in black and white switch is used to pause the game. So VGR ratings for this game: the graphics were rated 4 for good, and the playability was 3 for worth playing. So like I said, Game 1 is practice, Game 2 is advanced practice, and Game 3 is the challenge of Nexar. So I'm going to start out with playing Game 1. I actually kind of enjoy this game. I feel like it's kind of addictive. So I hope I don't go on too long here with this game, since we're already at 50 minutes for this stream. But I'll play it, and you'll see if you like it too. So I'm gonna put it back into color. All right. So to start the game, you just push the button. So you just have crosshairs. So that's a beacon. That's a beacon. Oh, I hit the debris. But I only need 1 more beacon. I only need to destroy you. So you don't need to destroy these impact exploding ships. TIE fighters, as I call them. You can just avoid them. But they do give you points. Some of them move pretty quick, some of them are pretty slow. So there, I cleared level 1. So here's the 2 at the top where the score was. Because this is level 2. I still have 4 shields. So I need to shoot 3 more. Oh. I need to shoot 2 more. 1 more. This game also has an element of Tempest to it. Tempest is an arcade game I really like a lot. I don't really like it for Atari, but for moving around the screen. There we go. I'm at level 3 now. So now I'm going to need to destroy 5 beacons to move forward. 4 more. Oh, I missed it. So I got 3 more. More. I got 24 seconds. Oh, I died. Oh, that's it. I got it twice. Start right over. So I made it to level 3 that first time. So I got all of them. So I'm go to level 2 right away. So this, remember, this is considered practice. This is not the actual challenge. We may switch. So I got 3 more to do now. I got him. I'm at level 3. Came a lot quicker that time. Still have 5 shields. Got 1 of them. Got 2 of them. Got 3. Got 4. Still got a minute to go. There you go, got 5 of them. Now we're gonna go to level 4 where we need to get 6. Ooh, that would be quick. Got 1. Oof. Lost the shield. Yeah, you gotta move around a lot in this game. You gotta... The center is actually the easiest space to hit stuff because it's such a small section of the screen that it occupies and it goes through there. But you see, you can't really hit them. Missed it. Oof. I'm not going to do it because there's only 8 seconds and I have 4 to do. And when I crashed into it, it didn't count. And I guess when you lose your life, it kind of resets. 10,000. We'll play practice one more time and then we'll do the actual challenge of Nexar. Yeah, this game is actually fun. It's fast-paced, it's kind of addictive. All the key elements for an Atari game. Fast-paced, but you don't need to be an expert to enjoy playing. Because the difficulty increases as you play the game. It doesn't start out so difficult because even though the game is repetitive and it's over and over and it's the same thing, on to level 3. Even though it's repetitive in some regard, difficult to see a pattern here, if there is one. It may just randomly generate things, because that one game I was hit those things quick. Also, the three-dimensional aspect of this game is difficult to tell sometimes. Alright, now 6 of them. Okay, let's see if I can do the actual challenge of Nexar. 2 and game 3. So it seems like it's going to come at me a lot quicker. Stick and move, stick and move. Start over. I didn't even make it past the first level. The damage from these things is huge. I'm gonna maybe even try to avoid them. That was terrible. Apologize. I'm actually going to go back and play level 1 again. Because like I said, you don't have to be an expert to enjoy playing this game. Stick and move. I think the debris field gets larger in this actual challenge of Nexar. Yeah, I would highly recommend this game. If you have a chance to pick up a copy, if you don't have it already, definitely do so. Or, play the ROM, I know I kind of discourage that because, level 3. I kind of discourage it because, legally you're not supposed to have the ROM unless you have the game. But I realize some of these games are not that easy to get a hold of. I bought these 20 years ago and they were a lot cheaper. Oh, come on. They were a lot cheaper back then, so I'm going to go back to my favorite practice. This game is actually really everything you'd look for in an Atari game. The Atari games don't... They don't, they're not like modern video games. The challenges you face with an Atari game is not the same as the challenge you face with, a PlayStation or Xbox game or PC game, or even an arcade game. Even at the time. But they're fun. I compare them to like phone games. The games you can get for your cell phones. Flappy Bird, there was nothing to that, but people were addicted to that. And I believe it's for the same reasons that this game is actually fun to play. It's challenging, it's simple, you think to yourself, I should be able to do that, no problem. And then you crash and something's a problem. Of course. 3 more to do. 2 more to do. 30-something seconds. And the thing that I like about this game is even though it's repetitive, like I said, it's not a set pattern, you know? It's not predictable, you know? Like, you know, there's other games that you play, like, you know, I mean, even Nintendo games like Mario, Super Mario Brothers, you know that certain elements of the game are going to be in certain places, or like Contra, you know, it's like, you know, you need to do jump A here and jump B there. And in this game, it's just a space shooter, and so, but it's not predictable. You know, some space shooters, you know where the enemies are going to come from. Where to go. And so, you know what to do in every moment of the game. You know, you kind of memorize it. And in this game, you might be able to memorize some stuff, but to me, this seems kind of random. Okay, so that's the challenge of Nexar. It's very addictive, and I'm probably going to play it once I end my stream here, but, you know, I need to end it at some point today, unfortunately, because I have a bunch of stuff to do. I know it's Saturday, but I'm Saturday when I'm streaming it, and this recording is going to go out on Wednesday, I believe. And so I will just end this episode today. So that's my episode for today. I hope you enjoyed watching it. I know I'm not the best gamer out there, but I'm trying to bring you some gameplay and some information from my extensive collection. I'd like to remind everyone that even though we may be through the worst part of the pandemic, I want you to be healthy and stay safe, and I still think it's a good idea to wash your hands and social distance. I appreciate you taking the time to watch me play these games today. Just as a reminder, I stream on Twitch Friday, Saturday, and Sunday under the name AtariMan71. The videos from the stream will then be released on YouTube the following week, typically Monday through Friday. I will be streaming my Fable Friday gameplay next week, but I will not be streaming Atari again until October 15th. And on that, October 15th, I will do my 100th episode. You know, it's really kind of a milestone, and I want to do maybe a little something special for it. So the other thing is, a lot of these games are recent pickups, and work has been real busy lately, so I need the extra time to prepare, especially, you know, 100th episode and new games and all this stuff coming up. And so I hope you understand, you know, why it's, you know, the episodes are coming a little slower. And thank you again for watching, and have a great day.